Hello, everyone. It's Dr. Lisa L. Campbell, the Growth Motivator. I'm back with another book review, and this book is titled Winning the War in Your Mind. Woo! This book, the author, I don't want to botch up his last name. I'm going to say Mr. Craig. Winning the War in Your Mind, Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life, is based on this central premise that by identifying and controlling our thoughts, we can transform our realities. Now, I will tell you that this book has a spiritual foundation premise. So if you're not, really religious and spiritual, this might not be for you. But the book helps us fight, give us some tools to fight internal mental battles, right? And so he offers this like practical strategy to change negative or limiting mindsets into like a positive. I'm going to give you my 5 growth moments, but I want to tell you that in the book, he has 4 key principles, right? One of them is called the replacement principle. And this is where you remove lies, the lies you tell yourself, and replace them with the truth. Then we have the rewire principle. This is where you rewire your brain by creating new pathways for healthy thinking. 3 is the reframe principle. And this is where you reframe your perspective to see how God is working in your challenges. And again, I mentioned it has, I believe he's a pastor. So, and then 4 is the rejoice principle. And this is where you fix your focus on God and find peace in him. And as a person who is definitely a believer, I really enjoyed reviewing the book. So, what are my 5 growth moments? So, you know, as I am continuing to sit in this room during my moments of recovery, um, so excited because Thursday, which is November 7th, I will be going back for my follow-up appointment. Preferably, the doctor will say I can put weight on it, or start to put weight on it. But you know what? Where I am today is if he says to me, we want you to go 2 more weeks, which will be 8 weeks instead of 6 weeks, I'm okay. So, my 5 growth moments. Number 1, acknowledge the battle. In the book, Mr. Craig talks about the need to recognize mental battles. I had to acknowledge them post surgery, right? I kept replaying in my head, like, how did this happen? What could I have done to make it better? All right. Number 2, reframing the setback, right? So he talks about when you have a setback, you have to see it as a necessary thing, right? And when you shift your mindset from negative to positive, it takes you from frustration into acceptance. And let me just talk about me. When I spent those 2 weeks in this room, just like trying to figure this out, once I shifted my mindset, it gave me the peace that I needed to focus on healing. And let me just tell you, there were some moments that I wasn't at peace, and I'm so thankful for the peace. Number 3, replacing fear with truth. And for me, it was about like, oh my God, my husband is gonna have to help me do everything. Oh my God, I'm losing momentum. Oh my God, what is this rest of this year gonna be like? And winning the war in my mind helped me confront these thoughts. And in particular, the replacement principle really guided me to replace the fear with the truths about I'm resilient. Beyond my husband, I have a support system. I do have the ability to adapt. And so this was crucial in me overcoming fear and embracing the healing process. All right, let me hurry up. Number 4, the rewiring process, right? So rewiring through patience. And so rewiring our brain takes time and being intentional. And I know this from this post-op period where on a daily basis I had to say to myself, you're not gonna fall. You're not gonna fall, right? I think about, and I'm getting teared up just talking about it, but I think about me having to hop to the bathroom with my walker, and every time initially when I was about to start moving, I felt like I'm gonna fall, I'm gonna fall. But I had to mentally rewire myself to focus on my daily journey, and this really helped reduce my frustration. Number 5, finding joy in the small victories. Um, Last week I spoke at a conference, and one of the things that um I admitted during this conference was that I know that there's a reason why I was placed in this place of rest where um, I'm confined to this bedroom, right? And as I started to make little small steps, less pain, being a little bit more mobile, having a successful physical therapy session, or even those moments when I just drifted off to sleep in this chair, even though the physical therapist told me not to sleep in this chair. I did sleep in it 3 times. One time when I couldn't go to sleep one night. But celebrating these small wins helped me remain positive and grounded, and really reminded me to be thankful for the healing process, even in the moments when it was slow. So winning the war in your mind offers valuable insights for transforming your thoughts. And it really helped me post surgery. And I know it can help you in whatever the thing is you are going through. I'll see you next week. And preferably, I'll be able to put a little bit more weight and a little bit more weight. But if I got to wait 2 more weeks, I'm okay with the wait.